We're following some breaking news now. A man faces attempted murder charges for injuring two deputies, sending them to the hospital this morning. 39-year-old David Foray is charged with attempted murder of 4 deputies. He was arrested in Galliano. The Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office says deputies and officers from the Port Fourchon Harbor Police arrived to a call of shots fired in the 18,500 block of West 194th Street in Galliano. They say an investigation found Foray walking into the middle of LA Highway 1 in front of a house and fired several rounds into the air across from Bayou Lafourche. When deputies arrived, they found Foray still armed with a handgun. Deputies ordered him to drop his gun, but he refused and started walking toward the deputies. They say he removed bullets but kept walking toward them still. And then deputies tased him and attempted to take him into custody. During the struggle, deputies say he resisted violently, using his handgun to strike a deputy in the head and bit another deputy. They say during the struggle, Foray also managed to grab an officer's gun and fire 2 rounds, almost striking an officer. 2 deputies were treated for injuries at a local hospital.